to see you.
Yes, the positive suggestions and positive affirmations, that one we've touched on before, and I think all of us have gotten some ideas about how important it is to give ourselves positive suggestions. So get up in the morning and tell yourself how beautiful you are and how excited you are to have the life that you have. And you know, there's definitely struggles, but it's always going to have a good outcome, most generally speaking.
Well, that's what we told the teenagers today in the lesson. We told them to specifically look in the mirror and say, you are terrific. You look terrific. You deserve great things.
Yeah. There's a lot of positive affirmations and suggestions that we have attached that we can put on here for you to print out. We usually have a board on our walls that we read them too, and you know, every day and in every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and in every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and every way I am getting better and better. I mean, it becomes meaningful to you when you see it right up there on the wall in your face.
And when you're saying it in your own voice, when you say it out loud in your own voice, when you're saying it in your head in your own voice, you almost tend to believe yourself more. Oh yeah, I am. Every day in every way, I am getting better and better. Actually, every day I am getting better. This is crazy how this is happening. Another good one is, I exercise complete control over my mind, body, and self. I exercise complete control. So positive suggestions, positive affirmations.
You can give those to your kids too, just by writing them. We get a little $1 grease board. We've got one over there that you can change it and use your alcohol to rub them off if you have to. But it's easy enough to make a new message each week. Everybody kind of gets a chance to look at it and remember how fortunate we are, how blessed we are.
Absolutely. The more positivity you see, the more that your mind is going to start thinking positively, the more that it's going to be easy for you to
think positively. And that's what we want. Thinking positive. In fact, one of the things we said in the lesson was we had this attitude adjuster that is in an airplane. There's actually an attitude indicator in an airplane that shows that it's up. So we talked about how that attitude will give us more power to help ourselves. And I love that. I mean, we don't realize how much power we have. I mean, the deep breathing and the control of the circumstances. There's a lot of things that we've been talking about, but in addition to that, just the attitude that we have is going to make us and break us sometimes.
Success is 80% attitude. That's what we have read. 80% attitude. So
even 90%.
And we were going over with these guys just to the importance of trying to maintain being positive, because when you are thinking positively about things, when you are talking positively, then you are attracting more positivity into your life. But even beyond that, you just start feeling better when you're thinking better, when you're thinking more positive.
Totally. So then we went into some of this time management stuff. Okay, so the active activities and the restful activities. So, we have the time management broke down, 8 hours of sleep, and then you still have another 4 hours of restful time to take a lunch break and to rest when you get home from work and to rest before you go to bed for an hour. But you have that 3 hours of active activity as well as your 8 hours of work. So we went through quite a long list.
That sounded complicated. What she's trying to say is you rest and you... It sounded complicated.
Well, I know you usually think that way, but I don't think it's complicated. Okay, so your normal day, Yeah. That's it. You go to work, you can take a lunch break, you come home, you rest, then you go out and you do something for a couple of hours, and then you maybe take another rest, like watch a little TV, or before you go to bed, try to get the metabolism to slow down and your body to slow down. And I know you guys have got lots going on. Teens they just don't have nearly as much as y'all have going, most generally speaking. So we really encourage you to look at your active activity as being a healthy way to be using your body and to make your body work for you, as well as your restful activity giving your mind a chance to reflect and your body a chance to rest.
Yep. As one of our teens takeaway, take care of yourself. If you work too much, if you have too much going on, make sure to schedule time to relax. Make sure to schedule time to stop thinking about things. To read positive affirmations, yeah, exactly. Take more breaks. That's a good one.
So we make a list of the active activities. Excuse me. And I think it's really important. I'm gonna have to go get something else.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna change subject.
Okay.
So, one of the things that we had encouraged the teenagers to do is to stop and ask yourself, how was my day? Ask yourself, how am I feeling about my day? So that's something that you could encourage them to do, you know, even how was your day? How does my body feel? And then from there, we encourage them to write it down. That way they're kind of understanding a little bit more about how they're feeling, how their body is feeling, how they're interacting. But writing it down is a really good one. Remind yourself that you did something great today. You deserve love and support. So these are all just great positive affirmations. Let's see. Half active and half restful. Rest your mind. So basically, you know, the rest and the activity, we give them full lists of ideas that they can do for the activity. We encourage them to go biking, go hiking, we're in Arizona, so it's 117 degrees outside right now. They're not going to probably go hiking, but they can go to the gym and shoot hoops. They can go to the pool and run and swim laps. So making sure that you have that balance of half active and half restful.
Yeah, because the body needs to be used. You've got to keep the muscles, as you all know, or you're going to lose them. So if you're sitting there in the chair and you're so tired and you're watching TV, do isometrics. Tighten up your butt, tighten up your stomach, tighten up your shoulders. You know, walk through it all. I mean, your body will tell you where you need to stretch and where you need to work it, because it's going to hurt a little bit. It's going to say, you know, give me some attention. And I think that there's other activities that you can do. Like I do push-ups on the doorway, since I'm not real crazy about getting down on the floor. And
but she can get back up. That's impressive.
I can get back up, yeah. And then, yeah, there's an arm, just different things. Even when you're sitting, just lifting up. And I take it outside and throw the tennis ball for the dogs, and it comes back to me, and they try to get it away from me, and that gives me some arm exercise.
So yeah, active, half restful. If you don't have a balance, no, that's a really good idea, Dan, to block out the time during the day to help you mentally rest. Yep. And so what was the third point on this one?
The time management.
Time management.
Yeah. So that's what Dan's talking about. Actually manage your time and set it aside and say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a quiet time at mealtime. Everybody's going to sit and relax while we eat and have a little discussion about what we did with our day. I'm sure that's challenging at times, but it gets better if you keep going, keep trying, keep working on it. Kids get around to responding to that type of, that's what my kids did. We had a tradition where we would invite someone each month, and we kind of looked for the family we wanted to invite. We talk about it amongst us, and then when we invited them, then we look forward to setting the table and making the meal together, cooking together, and just having some fellowship as well as showing good manners. And it was fun. Everybody enjoyed it.
Good manners.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that you can do with your time besides watch TV. And I do like to watch TV, so I'm guilty. But
who doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. But being conscientious of
and
the time.
on electronics. The kids are on electronics too much.
Or if you are on electronics, my daughter, sometimes if I feel like she's been on electronics too much and not putting things in her mind, I'll make her watch the National Geographic. I don't know. But I think we pretty much covered it. So long story short, positive affirmations, positive suggestions. I'll put the link to the printouts below here. So click on it, print it, cut them out, put them all over your house if you can. That way, you know, your kid, your teen, your tween is reading it and hearing it in their own mind, and they are processing this positive information, whether they are noticing it or not.
And then lastly, but certainly not least, is recognize negative thinking. And when you see that you're bringing negative thinking and negative talking into your life, then avoid that, change that, because that's going to bring some negative actions too. And that's not going to get you anywhere. That's useless. Are we done?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to mention the fact that I gave them an example of me yesterday. I mean, because you want to recognize how you're feeling. You don't want to just pretend like everything is good and great. I mean, we want them to conscientiously transfer their positive or their negative thinking into their positive thinking. So I was a little bit sad yesterday. I came in, I recognized that I was sad. I was okay. I said, all right, well, that's a bummer. And then I called up a friend and I made a play date with Savannah and we had a really great evening. So
yeah, that's a good way.
Just doing something to change that.
Yeah, what makes you happy? Yeah, we've talked about that before. Music, painting, following your husband around, just giving him attention, or vice versa. Helping with the dishes.
All right. Well, I think we've talked too much already.
I do too. Bye.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like us on Facebook. Like us on I don't know. You can subscribe to this so that
follow, comment. That's the Facebook way.
But there is a way to subscribe on the live so that they can be notified that there's a live coming up.
Cool.
Score. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.